Alright, it is time to go fuck up a drug lord. But first, we need to make sure that Shio has literally anything equipped.
Wow, they couldn't even bother giving him equipment?
No, he comes in, like, basically everybody, he comes in with just flat basics, and you gotta give him anything.
Jeez.
Anyway, the game helpfully calls him the overpowering swordsman, and I think that's a statement that you will come to agree with pretty quickly. Or at least you will once there are literally any fire enemies.
I like his power.
He is a little slow, obviously.
He's got, yeah, big hefty swing and it does a fuck ton of damage, so...
Yeah, I think his slow animations is more than made up for the fact that he hits like a fucking truck.
Yeah, so, reminder that these are mini-boss enemies.
And basically, yeah, one attack chain is taking each of them out, so...
That's not even one attack chain. That's his power attack.
God damn.
Like I said, this is... Sora breaks the game in the sense that she's fast and hits like a truck. Shio just dispenses with the speed in exchange for multiple trucks.
I was gonna say, basically Shio is slow as shit and hits like an atom bomb.
Or I guess if you want to use Ko's metaphor, like giving a bazooka to a dinosaur.
I mean, I'd be fucking terrified of a Brontosaurus with a bazooka, so... You know, it works, I guess.
So does Shio have a ranged attack at all, or...?
He does. It's pretty good, actually.
Really?
We've seen it once already. He's kind of got, like, that sort of red, like, blade beam. And, like, that just kind of shoots out in, like, sort of a straight arc out in front of him.
Oh, was that him? I thought he was being attacked.
Nope, that was him. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, note the massive AoE on that thing.
The dev teams really liked Shio, it seems.
I mean, I don't blame them. Shio's fucking amazing so far. Both in battle and just in the story in general, so... Eh.
Now, of course, it does bear being said that Shio's problem is going to come down to the fact that anything that moves quickly is going to fuck him up.
Oh, that makes sense.
This will be especially notable when it comes to bosses, because unlike Sora, like, anything that has even a decent amount of mobility is going to be almost impossible to sync up with. That's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, though.
So, from the sound of it, what I'm hearing basically, like, a good party combination would, like, to balance each other's weaknesses would basically sort of be, like, Shio Yuki, and then literally anyone else for your third character.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'd say one of the faster trio would be probably the best bet, either Asuka or Sora.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they would complement each other pretty well.
Also, it helps that Shio doesn't really need to move a lot because, as mentioned, he has like double the HP of everybody else in the party.
He can just fucking tank everything, and that looks great.
Oh god, yeah, and he's also got a tiny knockback distance too, so it's like he barely fucking moves when he gets hit.
Yeah, that combined with the absurd damage reduction that power attacks give you is a lot.
I don't know, what does it say that, like, effectively, like, every character that we've gotten from Sora on up has just introduced a brand new way to absolutely break this game over your knee in one way or another.
I mean, it's not especially concerned with balance, that's for sure. But, yeah, like I said, we will, not be using Ko much going forward.
Understandable.
Our fire needs are more than covered at this point.
What a shame, because he just got a brand new sweet-looking bottle opener weapon, too.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of notable. Once you can change the Master Core on a weapon, it does slightly change the aesthetics on it. Like, not enough to be, like, immediately noticeable, but if you're paying attention, it is there.
Well, it's nice that they, have that little detail.
Also notable that he breaks those little prize boxes in a single swing.
Nice.
Which, again, is not really anything noticeable or important. It's just a fun detail. You know, like, Asuka takes like 3 or 4 swings, and Ko takes like 2 or 3 swings. Shio just smashes that thing in a single one. This is also the first dungeon to have 3 major areas, which is... it's a little lengthy, but, you know, it is the finale for Chapter 4, so we'll let it slide.
Makes sense, yeah.
This is basically like the halfway point of the game, isn't it?
More or less.
So yeah, it does make sense that they're starting to, like, slowly unveil larger and larger dungeons now that, your playable cast is expanded and the story is, like, ramping up with a, I guess, plot arc the shape of the Matterhorn right now.
Yeah, this game definitely escalates a lot.
Does this game do that thing where you, like, gotta split up your party so that 2 teams can, explore different parts of the dungeon at the same time?
Eventually, yes, we will be doing that.
Oh, interesting.
And are both teams playable, or is it just, like, you know, you send them off and then, like, you meet up, at the midpoint or something?
No, they're both playable.
Nice.
Usually, it does that a couple times, mostly towards the end of the game. But yeah, when it does happen, it will be of the form of you'll divide into like 2 teams, and then you'll play Team A's part, then you'll play Team B's part, then they'll meet up, and then you'll continue the dungeon with your chosen main party.
Well, that's a nice way of basically, like, keeping everyone relevant, too.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
It is telling that I have dropped my combo like twice now, and I still have gotten back up to almost 200.
You know, I only noticed you dropped it the one time.
No, I dropped one at like 50, one at like 70, and now we're back up to 187.
And we're still only like 3/4 of the way through the damn dungeon.
Got real close to dropping it again there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like at this point we've hit our 200, so we do have the bonus.
Oh, it's just a flat 200 for every dungeon?
Yeah. And also the end of the dungeon is like literally in the next room, so it really wouldn't matter at this point.
I also appreciate that Shio has like comparatively minimal item get dialogue compared to like Asuka and Ko at the very least. It's like he doesn't give a shit about this crap.
I mean, can you blame him?
Not really.
I, for one, am glad we have a party member who's sick of seeing all the lunar mutton.
It's like, how many fucking sheep do they have on the moon anyway?
I don't know if I ever really explained those crystals, but I mean, they're pretty straightforward. When you hit them, they give you a huge chunk of your cross drive. So, it's not nothing. I'm not entirely sure how Asuka knows the exact name of this greed, but you know, whatever.
I'm just going to assume their phones just have a Pokedex kind of thing that just scans all the greeds.
So yeah, first things first, we're gonna disable these ads because this fight gets really ugly really fast. So the hand swipes are the obvious problem. They do, anytime the tentacles hit you, it does about, 300, 350 damage flat. And the only time you do any sort of real damage is when you hit the head. Now, you can do a lot of damage hitting the head, it is weak to fire, and Shio is mandatory. But the catch is that when the head hits you, it does somewhere in the neighborhood of about $1,000. Like, this thing's head will fuck you up if you are not on top of your game. So it is very much in your best interest to absolutely fucking pile on the second you get the opportunity.
It's a good thing they made Shio mandatory for this fight, because wow, he's probably the only one who could tank a couple of hits. Oh, lovely, those guys respawn.
Oh yeah, they do. You gotta be careful about that. So around half health, it starts doing this attack where it dumps a bunch of poison on the battleground, which is supposed to make it harder because, you know, it restricts your movement or whatever. But what it actually does is it just makes the head sit there in place directly above you. And, like, it doesn't take a genius to put 2 and 2 together.
Also, yeah, it's not really that much of an impediment with Asuka. You can just double jump and air dash over the poison pits and just clear them completely.
Yeah, the poison's not really doing a whole lot to restrict you as long as you know, aren't an idiot and stay clear of the obvious don't stand here carpets.
But yeah, so that's what Shio does to bosses that like to stand still. Are there any further questions?
Haki! やったか! シオさん。この大バカ野郎が。よかった。イカエカが収束するわ。はあ、やれやれだね。誰もいねえ。そういえばみんな逃げていきましたね。リーダーが消えたってのに薄情な連中だな。なんだそれ。大きい。体内のドラッグも一緒に消滅したみたいね。異常な力もすでに失われているはずよ。さっきの怪異はおそらくあなたの力への渇望に呼応して引き寄せられたと見るべきでしょう。 そしてヒートという強い想念の媒介を与えることで少しずつ現実世界を侵食していた。ブレイズは怪異への供物として利用されていたに過ぎなかったのよ。
たくつくづくとんでもねえっつうか。
でもこれで一安心ですね。
一安心だと。ふざけんな。あんたのせいだ。あんたのせいで俺は道を見失っちまったんだ。だからあんな妙な世界の薬なんかに手を。
おいやめろ。
さすがにその責任転嫁は無理があるんじゃないの？
俺はブレイズを守りたかっただけなんだ。クソみてえな人生の中であの毎日だけは輝いていた。カズマさんとあんたがいなくなって、いきなりそれがなくなっちまって、せめてあんたさえいてくれていれば。
甘ったれるんじゃねえ。
先輩。
うわ、違うだろうアキ。ブレイズはただ仲間同士で仲良くつるんでたわけじゃねえ。世の中の不条理や理不尽な暴力、一人一人がそれらに屈しない炎を宿して真っ向から向き合う。少なくともカズマと俺はそんな魂を掲げていたつもりだ。お前も他のみんなもそんな魂を持っていたはずだ。だからこそ仲間として一つのチームとして成立したんだ。お前はそんな魂をあいつらと交わし合えていたのか。手に入れた力に振り回され恐怖でつなぎ止めてただけじゃない。そうカズマに胸を張れんのか。
俺は
お前はまだやり直せる。俺はブレイズから逃げた。だがお前は逃げずに抗った。己の過ちを認めた上で、それでもお前が立ち上がってくれるなら、それこそがカズマへの何よりの弔いになるはずだ。信じているアキ。お前がまた魂を見せてくれると。
シオさん。
やれやれ、やっぱ体育会系っていうか。
でもこれで
一件落着ってやつだな。
ええ、悪くない結末だわ。
I think happy-ish is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence.
Yeah?
Yeah, just a not bad ending.
なんとかけじめはつけられたか。さて、どうやって落としどころに持っていくとするか。
こんばんは、後藤さん。
おやお嬢さん、いらしてたんですか。
ええ、どうしても気になってしまって。落とし前はつけられそうですか？
なんとかしてみましょう。そちらや先生の意向もあるし、最低限の格好さえついたら親父も納得してくれるはずだ。それじゃ私はこれで。これからもいろいろありそうですし、お嬢さんもせいぜい無理はなさらないことだ。
お気遣いありがとうございます。
高羽組若頭、やはり侮れませんね。
ええ、こちらの事情には明るくないはずですが、でも
今回は助かりました。逃げたブレイズメンバーへのフォローはよろしくお願いします。それと乾さんへの処遇がそこまで重くならないよう働きかけを。はい、心得ております。お嬢様？いいえ、何でもありません。そろそろ行きましょう。はい、すぐにお車を。柊さんたちを見ていた。どうやら何かが動き始めているみたいですね。
That is a wrap for Chapter 4.
What is Strike Chain?
Strike Chain is the thing that lets them hop in during the limit breaks.
Oh, so it's like session attacks in Tokyo Mirage sessions then.
Yeah, similar.